Everyone is doing well and ready to learn. So today we're going to be talking about combining and expanding sentences. So first, let's focus on the combining part. I want you to think, what do you think it means to combine? So what we do when we combine is when we take two smaller sentences and we combine them, put them together to make one sentence. We take two sentences, combine them together, and make one sentence. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll talk about that first. So let me make myself smaller. So right here I have an example. So up at the top we have two sentences. The first sentence says Sam likes pizza. The next sentence says Jake likes pizza. So we can see that we have two different subjects. We have Sam and Jake. But the predicate is the same. That likes pizza is the same. So instead of having two sentences, Sam likes pizza, Jake likes pizza, we could instead say Sam and Jake like pizza. So you see, we combined it. We took two sentences and put them together since they had the same predicate. We can also do the opposite. If we have the same subject, we could keep the subject the same and then combine the two predicates. Now, that's combining, but let's talk about expanding. What does it mean if you expand? It means make bigger, right? So sometimes we have a sentence and it's kind of dull. There's not really much to it. It's kind of bland. Like, I like purple. That's kind of a bland sentence. Instead, I could say, my favorite color is purple because I like all the different shades. Do you see how you added so much detail? You expanded, added more detail. That's what we do when we expand a sentence. So let's work on an example of that. So right here, we have the dog ran across the street. So it's a sentence, but we could add more detail, right? We could say, the small black dog ran across the busy street. So we expanded that sentence, made it bigger, right? We added more detail. We went from the dog ran across the street to the small black dog ran across the busy street. And you can see how that made a sentence so much better. We added way more detail. Now you might be wondering, Ms. Crawl, why do we combine and expand sentences? We do that to make our writing even better, right? To give more detail so our readers can know what we're talking about and to make our writing better overall. So I want you to go ahead and get a piece of paper and pencil. If you need to, pause me while you do that, and then once you have those two materials, go ahead and unpause me. All right, so now that you have your paper and pencil or something to write with, we are going to practice this. So we did this first one already. Let's look down here at the second one. We have two sentences. We have Miss Crawl loves dolphins. Miss Crawl loves the color purple. Both of those are true, by the way. So let's take those two sentences and combine them together. How would we combine those two sentences together? So there's the same subject, right? Miss Crawl is in both. So we'll start out our sentence, Miss Crawl. And I want you to think, take a moment, pause me if you need to, what would we maybe say? How are we going to combine these together? Yeah, we would say Miss Crawl loves dolphins and the color purple. You would combine that predicate using and. The predicate's using and. So go ahead, at that top of that piece of paper, I want you to write that. I want you to write Miss Crawl loves dolphins and the color purple. Write that combined sentence. If you need some more time to write, pause me while you write that, and once you have that done, you may unpause me. All right, so there we combined sentences. This is when we added detail, we expanded. So let's practice one where we expand. So we have, the cat is scared. Again, it's a sentence, but I think we could add a lot more detail to make our writing even better and give more detail to our readers. So I want you to think about, how could we add more detail to the sentence? What could we do to expand the sentence? Underneath the sentence that you just wrote, Miss Crawl loves dolphins and the color purple, I want you to take the cat is scared and expand it. So go ahead and pause me so that you can do that. And then once you have that sentence done, unpause me. So the cat is scared. There's a couple ways you could have added detail. So you might not have the same exact thing as I do. As long as you added more to the sentence to make us understand what's happening, that's perfectly fine. Again, we might not have the same things, but as long as you expanded that sentence, awesome job. So I'm going to say, the black, I used to have a black cat growing up, so that made me think of that. The black cat, is scared of the storm outside. So I took the sentence from the cat is scared, not a lot of detail, not a lot going on, to the black cat, now we have in our minds what the cat looks like, is scared, but of what? Of the storm outside. So that answers that question. We expanded upon that sentence. Awesome. Underneath that, we're going to do one more. So here, we have Brooke's favorite subject is math. Kai's favorite subject is math. So Brooke's favorite subject is math. Kai's favorite subject is math. So underneath what you just wrote, I want you, how can we combine? We have two sentences and we want to combine them into one since they have the same predicate, right? Just different subjects. How would we could do that? Go ahead and pause me and give it a try. So we would list both of our subjects. So we have Brooke and Kai's favorite subject is math. We were able to combine. We took two separate sentences and combined them together. We had Brooke's favorite subject is math. Kai's favorite subject is math. We were able to combine those together and say Brooke and Kai's favorite subject is math. And again, that just makes our writing better. We're not repeating ourselves. It's combining it and condensing it down. Helps improve our writing. So go ahead, pause me and write that on your, if you didn't have that written on your paper, go ahead and fix that on your paper. If you had that on your paper, awesome work. All right, second grade, that was great today. Quick review before we leave. We talked about expanding sentences and combining sentences. When we expand, we add more detail and expand our sentence, right? Make it bigger. We go from the cat is scared to the black cat is scared of the storm outside, expanding out that sentence. When we combine sentences, we take two sentences that have the same subject or same predicate and we combine them. So Miss Crawl loves dolphins. Miss Crawl loves the color purple. Let's combine that. Miss Crawl loves dolphins and the color purple. We can combine using that and. All right, second grade, great job, and I will see you next time.